I'm good. Listen, the natural light here
Have I
coming
got
on.
any already?
Look at me, Jay and Gwent. We all look presentable. Yeah.
Well, I should
Yeah,
take
you
off
look
my
at
hood.
Abder. Look at Abder. Man got the hood on. Man got the night tech fleece on.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to put on the hood as well.
Yeah, I hear that. Nothing
Done.
one on real quick.
Allow it. Allow it.
Don't worry, Abder. I'm with you.
My guy. He's up over there, fam. You ain't got no hood. Jealous. I know you cold.
Hey, I'm out here with the sponsorship. Truthful, you know me.
I know you cold.
I'm out here with the sponsorship. Truthful, you know me.
Well, I said sponsorships.
I said repping in that.
Are you getting paid for that?
Yeah, Jay, whenever
next one. Do you remember first year DMU away? Right.
Yo.
I don't remember. The greats
you
always
remember
forget
this
things.
story?
I have flashback about this game, bro.
Right, this was the one where everyone got canned because they came off the bench to try and fight Greg. But DMU away, balls flying out of bounds, right? And you know how Kelsey Kerridge, and for those that don't know, has like that partition down the middle.
Yeah.
John knows the story already. I don't know if Gwent knows it. So when we're playing at DMU, their fans sit along the partition, right?
Yeah.
And the team sits next to the wall. Anyway, the ball's flying out of bounds. So I'm like, yeah, I've got to get this. Like, come off one of us. Try and like grab it, throw it behind me, right? Throw it away to, one of them. And there's this woman like right in front of me. And I'm like, I'm going, right? And so I'm like, right, fine. I'll put one hand either side of her head and like stop myself and push myself away. That's fine. Now, obviously, because we're really far down the sports hall, my right hand plants on a gate. So the gate just goes and there's, serious like.
Jay ended up having his piece right into Galley's. Oh my God. He trying to sparkle for the ball, fam. But I had his whole piece in her face.
I just looked at her and I just like, I'm so sorry, and have to like stand to my defense.
That game was it was something else. I have flashbacks about that game.
DMU. Let's forget about the score. So many things happened. We had missing shorts. we had Abder missing. He went all the way down into city center looking for MacD's.
Excuse me. Wait, was it?
Yeah, bro. We were like, all of us were sitting down.
No, I swear, is it that game we went to Subway after?
No, that's University of Leicester. That's the game at the arena. The DMU
I'm confusing them.
Was when shorts were missing, when I had it in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Naz came.
And then and we were about to leave, and we noticed that you weren't there. And you walked in looking all raggedy with a McDonald's bag where we told you to put Uber Eats instead of just going outside. We thought you were lost. We thought you were gone.
Was I lost? I don't even remember that part.
So I think Leicester as well. I remember when we were all on the bus.
I know.
And then you just see Hilton and Nate running with the chicken and chips.
Yeah, because the bus
I remember that one.
Like 5 or whatever.
We had to wait for these, man.
Yeah, it's like 5:05, and the bus is pulling away, and Nate and Hilton come like carried up, like they've just hit a bank robbery or something. Like, start dashing out chicken burgers because, like, I think it was Boss only did like £10 minimum card payment, so they had to order like 5 meals. Yeah.
This whole time, everyone's on the coach thinking, "Where are these, man? Where are these, man? Yo, we're tired. We're trying to go." Somewhere, if I'm running
through the game that day too. I got caught in a dirty chase down.
First year was mad.
The worst journey we've ever done is Staffordshire.
I ain't even been to that one. I swear you went to that one, Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's
was it that long ass journey?
Yeah, Gwen's got the mid range.
Yeah, Gwen.
Oh yeah.
And that's the game that Kareem got broke as well.
Twice. He got dropped twice by the same guy.
I didn't go to that game.
Yeah. There was like 7 of us. It was like an 8:30 tip off. We turned up there at 8. Yeah, We won 69 to 30.
Long ass game.
You had Jamie's flu game as well.
Yeah. Even though Jake barely played me, Jake calls me. I'm sat literally that morning at my breakfast table. Like I've got flu, headache, head spinning. I'm about to pick up my phone and call Jake and say, I can't do this. He calls me. Yeah, Jake, you good? Yeah, Jay, I'm going to need you to play 40 minutes tonight. I'm like, we'll see. Because he was like, Lucas can't make it because I lecture. Akin lives in Hertfordshire and all of that. Yeah. And I only ended up playing about half the game.
No, I feel like that whole Staffordshire game, everyone was just people were delusional towards the end of it. Like I remember it was 2 hours in and we had just passed Birmingham and we were thinking, flip. Like,
You know what? At least the fun part about these journeys, yeah, is that sometimes, for example, you got someone saying some bullshit.
no, but do you know what? First year we never had that because we were all pissed off for losing. We were 0 and flipping 11, 0 and 12. We were silent on the bus. We had a whole 60-man coach, and all of us were silent.
We even lost to the sixth formers.
Hey, you didn't have to mention that, Jay. You didn't have to mention that.
No, we beat the women. We beat the women. Well, I didn't play, but that was different.
Oh man! Wait, Jay, you didn't play against the woman?
No, I didn't. Matt Harbour said I'm too elbowy. So sometimes I think like, oh, I really think I should have played for the first team, and then I realised I'm never going to play for Anglia again. And I went 2 seasons. I didn't score once on my weekend. I'm like, yeah, that's probably why I didn't play for the first team.
It's probably that spin move, isn't it?
Spin move, get me back onto the left.
You're gonna damage someone on the way, bro.
Jaws are gonna be gone.
Definitely felt that elbow a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts.
If the minute I see Jay's back go on a spin, I just duck out the way. It's like I'm not getting my teeth get knocked out.
Or someone
just stand there.
Yeah.
Done like that. Just take a charge.
Just firm it. Yeah.
Times out of 10, you're getting it.
No, but Abder would swim back.
I did what? Hell no.
Would swim back.
Now, do you know what? The thing is, yeah, me when I'm on the court, yeah, I'm always on smoke. Like it's one of those where if I have to come aggressive, I will come aggressive. I don't know why you man are dying already. I'm not even done telling my story. No, but literally,
you know why we're dying?
Because there's been a couple times. There's been a couple times where I end up being the only guy. Like I end up center. Where's the help?
Mm. And sometimes you just got to take a hard foul, isn't it?
You see what I mean? Sometimes I'm just on it.
Mm.
Want to test me? Say no more.
What?
I know.
Man said, "Oh yeah, what's up?
Fam,
in the key, you're just like this. What's up? What? Shoot, I was speaking about it last time with John. That NTU game when we played NTU. Remember when we went
home or away?
Away.
Away. We were there for the longest time. We were there about 2 hours early, warming up.
We're just warming up, and then they turned the aircon on.
They all had bigs. There's a couple of times where I'll be on my ones in the key and then I'll just be turning like
that game. Abder had extra motivation that game, but let me not speak too much.
What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what you're talking about.
So did Jake. Jake's ex-girlfriend was playing netball on the court across from us.
I remember that.
Yeah.
What, that same game?
Yeah. Because I got in a little bit of trouble because I didn't even mean to do it, but the netball came onto our court. And we're obviously down big because it's first year. And I just booted it, right, at this girl, just meant to kick it back normally. And then I've got like NTU boys going like, bro, calm down, it's all right. It's chill, don't worry about that.
I don't even remember that part.
No, I was lining up for a free throw, I think. But that's the thing about big universities like that, is that their lower teams are just athletes.
Yeah.
You know, like Nottingham weren't good. They just had like so many athletes that they just put all the people that couldn't play ball but were good athletes, you know, on the court. And then there's us.
And then we had a bench point guard coming off, turning over the ball 8 times straight.
We didn't even have a full bench, did we?
Leicester.
You had me always coming off with a hamstring injury, and I couldn't play for the rest of the game.
Like, because I swear there's been a game where we went and there was only like 6 or 7 of us.
Loughborough away because John got injured in the warm up.
No. I got injured in the second quarter, and the rest of the half.
We were only down 2 at half time.
Yeah, we were only down 2, and then we probably just got tired because there was only 7 of us.
Have you ever had?
I don't know why, but Gwent didn't want to play. That whole season, Gwent could have played.
There's been a couple of games where.
No, wait, hold on. That season, I swear that was when I was in second year.
Yeah.
That whole season, I did not want to play. I just didn't want to play.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was, but it was like I just don't want to play. Because it was just traveling and then uni work. I wanted to take uni seriously, didn't work out, and it's just like I felt like I wasn't good enough to be like playing with you guys on that level, and like I just wasn't comfortable with it. So I had to get comfortable.
We lost every game. It don't matter how good you are. We lost every game.
Listen, no, Gwent, I would rather you over Kevin that allowed himself to get dunked on
twice.
Twice.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Kevin.
Bro,
You know.
He
but Kevin will still jump even though he knows.
No, but he literally stared at the guy like this and then jumped. The guy's already up in the air. Just get out of the way.
Or foul hard. Get out of the way or foul hard.
Maybe like that. That Anthony Edwards dunk.
You to watch.
Hey.
You ever been dunked on?
You see? What would you say?
You ever been dunked on?
Maybe back when I was playing with Cola, but I don't remember that. I don't.
Gwent?
Yeah.
I usually know.
I can't remember. I have.
John?
Oh, I haven't.
Only one guy's got me. Akin.
When was that? Practice.
It was in a warm up. It was in a warm up. So if you remember Akin, lovely, probably the nicest guy.
Yeah, he's blessed. Yeah.
He turns up 6'7", you know, got the frame, got a new LeBron's on. I'm thinking, yeah, this season's going to be good.
I was with Jay at the time. We looked at me and Jay.
Yeah, we was approaching Purse. Yeah, it was like, this is it. First play, he tries some. Yeah, first play he tries some janky Sean Marion fall away, and I block it, and I'm like, long year. And then by the end of the year, he was okay, and I don't know why I jumped. But I just jumped and he put it on me, 2 hands.
Oof.
Yeah. The thing is with Akin, he listens, like.
Great mentality.
He has a good mentality, like he listens, like. But we told him, like, I remember one session, Jamie came early and I think he must have texted Akin saying, come early as well. And we'll work on your post for like a full hour. Jamie just kept chucking it to Akin. Akin was just doing a simple drop step, bounce on the floor.
And then he got that in game. He got it in game. It was against one of the Birmingham unis, but I thought he was going to put it down. Like he catches it back to the basket, drop steps, completely rolls this guy, and then I'm thinking he's going to go up, give it a little bit, and then he just does a little layup, and I'm standing up ready to get hype, and he just does a layup, and I just have to start like politely clapping.
No, the thing with Akin, is many of us said it many times, I'm sure. If we had his height, his kind of build, it would have been raps.
At least your brothers are.
If I was just like 1 inch taller.
Stop. At least your brothers are over 5'5". I'm standing here 5'3", 5'4".
It cracks me up whenever we're doing practice. It's like, right, you have to touch the rim, touch the backboard, and for John, it's touch the net.
There's no way here.
Or touch the air just underneath the net.
Just
respect me. I can touch the net. Respect me.
Yeah.
You ever touched earth? Anyone ever dropped you?
Yeah.
I don't play tough enough defense to say so.
Yeah, fair enough. Gwent, who dropped you?
I think you've made me stumble.
Yeah.
I remember it was back in like secondary school, college times. I was just practicing because this was like when I first started to get into basketball. And there was this white boy called Harvey. He's a baller. So he must have just came up, and this is the first time I met him. He saw me with the basketball. Just like, okay, cool. Do you want to play 1-on-1?
I was like, yeah, cool. We went over to my court now, yeah. He smacked me 21 zip, dropped me. Like when I say he dropped me, as in like I had to look at my shoes thinking what the fuck is going on, because this is concrete as well. I'm thinking, how the hell did I slip up on concrete? It's like, shit. That's tough. But yeah, I've definitely been dropped a couple of times, but it kind of motivates you. But it's disheartening when you drop, but it motivates you to kind of get better because you don't want to get dropped again. That's embarrassing.
No.
I feel like getting dropped is worse than getting dunked on, because
I was about to ask that question. Would you rather be dunked on or have your ankles broken?
If you have your ankles broken, at least it just shows you were trying too hard. If you're being dunked on, it's like there's nothing you can do about it.
You've tried.
Exactly. That's all you can do. But if you're playing proper defense and you get dropped, it's embarrassing. Because you literally tried your hardest and there's nothing you can do. And you're on the floor thinking about what the fuck is happening. No, deep it.
And you speak for you, someone going on tape as well.
Did you not see the ankle breaker that James Harden had on, I think it was Wesley Johnson?
Wesley Johnson, yeah.
He dropped him and licked his lips.
Disrespectful.
And then, no way. That's embarrassing.
I tell you, the way I get out of being dropped is if I shift the wrong way, right? Instead of like trying to recover, I'll just turn around and start trying to imagine I'm letting you shoot, right? So if you shift me, I'm turning the other way and just waiting for a rebound. But I've only ever touched ground once, and it was Ralph. And even then, I tried to put my foot down, and my foot just missed the floor. And I just like stumbled and touched ground. But
Jay always does that with Nate. Like the couple of times Nate made it turn, and then Jamie's just like box out, just boxing up forward. It's like waiting there, and I'm just like.
Well, Nate's got me worse than anyone before. 2 plays. It was at scrimmage at the end of practice, and 2 plays. I took him on the top of the key, and he hit me with a reverse drag. Had me stepping back, banged it in my face. 2 plays in a row. But no, Nate's such a talented player.
Yeah, Nate's good. Nate's good. He's a good player.
I think I can speak for everyone here. Is that everyone prefers the second team, as in the next year, than the first year.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot more chemistry. We had fun with it.
Like practice was so intense.
Yeah.
When it was scrimmages. You had Abder talking the most because he's always on flipping smoke.
I will always talk. You know what? You know, me with me, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I have 2 different personalities. So the normal me compared to the me on the court, I don't think it's the same Abder. It can't be the same.
There's Abder and then there's Young AT. Young AT is reckless.
No. Trust that one there. That was a good show. But yeah, like Young AT retired, fam. But literally, fam, on the court, John knows because John is always trying to tell me some rubbish. John will talk, and even Gwent talks like everyone, even like all of you, man, talk. And you
Jamie talks a lot. You don't notice it, but Jamie talks
exactly.
a lot.
Yeah,
Jay
actually talks. Yeah, like everyone's got their little something to say on the court, fam. And I mean, if you think about it, that's why
he's getting vexed.
What?
You're getting vexed. You. You're out here snapping stuff.
No, man, not even. What? Am I moving too much?
Hey, watch. Give it 10 minutes. I'm just gonna start sparking the screen.
Come through.
I can't lie. There's been times. Yeah, go on.
With Jay now, it's more discreet because he'll literally just be like, it'll be like while you're on the move. With you, Abder, you'll just be chatting shit.
It's with chest.
Exactly.
You're gonna cross me. You're gonna go past, score. So what? Next play, I'm back. What?
Next play, I'm on the floor. Next play, I've caught something.
He gets violent.
Where he'll let you go past just so he can punch you in the kidney as you go past. Like he pretends he's trying to get the ball.
Foul, fam.
But he just gets you with some Ray Rice, like OJ Simpson.
Nah, no. Do you know what? I think it's the way it is. Yeah, is that it's always like when you guys go past, you don't position yourself at the right spot. Do you get me? So you getting that hit right there. Technically, it's not coming from me. Technically, you position yourself in the wrong spot.
What?
I remember one time Abder was chatting.
Hey,
I remember one time Abder was talking rubbish, yeah, and in my head I said, I'm not taking it from a guy that's wearing a Pizza Hut top.
Yeah, I could be training with a Pizza Hut top in there. I was playing with that.
I think that was the training that I moved mad with Nate saying, why the hell are you cherry picking?
Yeah.
Play defense. And then Jay jumped in because Jay was in my team. And
well,
Jamie went,
you know, whether he was on my team or not, you weren't wrong. You know, he was cherry picking and not playing defense. And then Nate turned up. And he was shouting, yeah, Nate, play defense. He was getting steals, banging threes, everything.
But when Nate turned up, that's when everyone turned up. Everyone was there was a bit more. Abder turned up a bit more as well.
Yeah.
Gwent turned up a bit more as well. Like
At least
I don't turn up like
that. At least if we've got something to say on the call, we say it out there. And as long as the game done, that's it. Like we're cool. It's still boys, isn't it?
Well, yeah, what I say on the court ain't reflective of what I think of you in real life.
Big time. Big time. I might call you shit on the court, but you're my guy and you know you're good. So what? It's all love. I mean,
like honestly, people could tell me I can't shoot. I know I can't shoot. I'll still string it though. I'll still string it. Keep talking. Every shot
is the first shot.
It's the mentality. Like, for example, like what I know with Jay, how I normally test Jay is that if I see him on perimeter, I just look at him and I turn around. I know for a fact I pissed Jamie off because he's just like, what the hell?
Respect my shot.
And then he shoots. Half time will go, half time will miss. But it is what it is. Like if you can take it and not be like that one time, Abder was talking the most. This is that campus sport. Obviously, campus sport doesn't really matter. We take it as bants. But there were some people there that a bit too serious. This Donny was Polish. I think it was Polish or something, and then he must have looked at Abder with that Corva.
In your away.
Fam, I don't even know what happened. I don't know why, but brother just cussed me, fam.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Like I turned around, I was like, bro, I thought we were playing. Like, what's going on? Brother just went, and then after I told the story to John, and I asked people, I was like, yo, what did he say? I was like, oh, bro, what you say he said again?
He said Corva.
Whatever that means. But he just
Corva means a lot of things, but if you say it in a certain way.
And he said it very angrily.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it. Like
fair enough.
Jamie knows what I'm talking about. But
yeah,
it's one of them ones where it's like. But I think after the first year, the best bit was the 3-on-3 tournament.
Yeah, that was sick. What's the most vex you've got on the court?
Talking about the 3-on-3 tournament.
Go on.
Man.
I'm gonna leave.
John set us up already.
I'm gonna leave.
John set us up.
I'm gonna leave.
He started with John setting us up.
I'm gonna leave.
For
Hi guys.
Definitely set us up.
Nah, listen. Okay, so obviously I originally had 5 guys. Obviously it was Jay, Kareem, one of my boys here that evidently couldn't come because he didn't have money, and George, who was majority of the time gone out of his mind and always breathing heavily and out of breath. Now, that time it was just me, Q, and Jay, and we had no subs, and we were preparing ourselves, and then Ahmed comes along. I was just like, oh yeah. Anyone looking for a team? And then Coach Michael was like, oh John, are you looking? I was like, nah, but because Abder was like, nah. Gwent's team needs an extra one. We're good for now. I've got 2 guys coming right now, even though it was like 2 minutes till tip. And then,
thing is, I came with Ahmed.
And then Ahmed came through, went to Gwent, was like, hey yo, apparently you need 2 spots. You need 2 spots filled up. And I was like, I must have looked at Gwent And then the minute Gwent looked at me, I turned around. I was just like, and then we went over to play Roshan's team. And that very same day we played Gwent, Carlos and Iman. Was it Iman?
Human, yeah.
And
Gwen, how did things go for you from because that was John's perspective. On your side, how did you see the whole thing come through?
We got fucked.
Every play, Ahmed wanted to guard me. Like, I'm not 3 inches taller and like 20 kilos heavier. I have so many clips of me just driving past, laying it up, and Jake calling a foul on him.
We got fucked.
That 3-on-3.
But the thing is, like, Iman is calm. He's a great player, but he chose like Carlos to play.
Nah, no, I had to choose the team because,
is it?
like, yeah. So I asked Iman, and I wanted Abder as well, and I think I just wanted like those two. I know I had bare people in mind, so it's like I needed to fill out the spots. So I was just like, I might as well just ask Carlos because I've seen him play at Campus Sports, so he's like, I thought it wasn't going to be that competitive. I thought it was just going to be fun. So I was just like, sure, why?
Wins, so we were gonna take it. Abder, who are you running with? Was you running with Gwen?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I was running with Gwen, Eamon, and Carlos.
But first day, Abder wasn't there.
No, it was Ahmed that played with another team just for a one-off game, I think.
No,
he
Ahmed
played
always
with
played with them.
Yeah.
Ahmed always played with Gwen.
I'm bugging him.
It was
Ahmed was
Iman.
playing with us.
Maybe
Iman played. No, Iman played when
Greg.
our team dropped out, and then I think he was playing like with Greg and them lot. Yeah. But that tournament, it was like there was no chemistry whatsoever, and it's a thing where Abder wasn't. Bro, you weren't turning up, fam.
I wasn't showing face.
So it was like it was just me and Iman coming, and then we had to get another person, and Carlos is there, and then it came to the point where Ahmed was coming as well, and then I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I mean, at this point, and after the first game, I had concussion. I shouldn't have been playing, so it was like, yeah, it was just like, fuck it.
Because like I remember everyone was just shooting about, and then we just saw Gwent lying down on the bench, like he must have been hit by a truck. And then we came over. I saw Gwent's eyes all droopy and all that kind of stuff. And then I think Jake must have walked past and saw it. And then we told you to go to hospital. You didn't even go.
I did. That's how, fam. I went to hospital. I was there for the whole day just for them to tell me I had a concussion. I knew I had concussion when I walked in, and then they just told me I had concussion when I walked out.
No, but I think that tournament, me, J, and Q took the first couple of games too seriously, and then once we started to like just be like, let's just play ball, we started to enjoy it a bit more, even though we were losing. We were losing against obviously the bigger teams like Cambridge Cats.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happened to us first game?
What, against Roshan and them?
We played against Eddie and
yeah.
And the Greek
3-on-2, bro. 3-on-2. 3-on-2.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
That was kind of my fault because like I was getting so many good looks at the free throw line just because like they would have to sit back and I just kept missing them. Like, but like I know I'm not a great shooter, but I missed a lot. Like I think I was 1 for 10 or something. I just couldn't find stroke. But you know, it happens. But
wow.
Abder, what's the most angry you've been on the court?
What's the what?
The most angry you've got on the court.
Most angry I've got on the court.
What's your top 20, seeing as you have a lot?
You're funny. Let me think.
Abder's the Draymond Green of the team.
I don't think the time I got the most angry was with you, man. You know, it was back because I went CTK Lucian. I was playing with them, and I think it was that one game where I was playing against. So I had one of my boy called Paul. Shout out to Paul. I was with my boy Paul. And we're just playing the other CTK team, just the other, because there's 3 different one of them. So it's like a internal tournament type of thing. And one of them brothers was the guy was just terrible, but he was just the loudest in the court. So I must have made a shot, and brother's coming to me now. Oh, fam, you shouldn't even be here. Like, what do you mean that you're dead and stuff? And I'm just looking at him like, bro, you can't dribble, you can't shoot, you're here for decoration. Like, you can't talk to me like that. Kept going back and forth throughout the whole game. At the end, I nearly banged him, but that's nothing crazy because, again, I know how to control myself. And more time when I think about it, I'm in the game and I talk in the game anyway. So, yeah, nothing crazy, man. I don't really get that for someone to be saying top 20.
John?
For me, I have like, I think 2 times that I must have gotten pissed. It was a summer league, and the first one was I got 0 sleep the night before because it was the opening day of the tournament, and it was a really close game. It was overtime, and I was playing defense, and a guy had set a screen on me, but he had pushed me onto the offensive player to obviously gain the foul, and I got called the foul. I was like, "Are you?" And then I started going off at the referee saying, "Are you going blind?"
Did you put this on your Instagram story?
That was. Oh, I got knocked out that day. That was when I got knocked out. I kept pushing the referee. I was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Credits to the referee. He didn't give me a tech. He actually like stood by because he knew that I was if he was to give me a tech, I would have probably went mad and I got ejected. But yeah, that was one of them. It wasn't too tough. I just got angry at the referee. I think majority of the times when I got angry were at a ref. And the first time, the penultimate time was I got ejected for clapping in the referee's face for basically being a shit referee. Because obviously a guy had grabbed the rebound over me and had fully like crashed into my back. He called a foul on me, and I'm thinking, I'm just standing here. Donny just jumped on my back. How are you calling a foul on me? Next possession, I was playing defense. Foul happened, far corner. Yet I see my number. I see number 6 being raised up. And I was like, what are you? Yeah, I just got mad at referees. I never got mad at players. Like, I never took players talking mad seriously because it's a basketball game at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you can talk as much as you want, but if you can't guard me or if you're not winning the game, that's on you.
What about Angel?
Angel?
Yeah, Summer League. Where he says, where he starts chatting.
Oh. So Angel, I don't know whether you guys remember the referee.
Spanish.
He's a small guy. He referees our games. He's bold.
Oh yeah, I know he was
my teammate at Camborne.
Yeah, and what team we were playing against? We were playing against Gwent, isn't it? We were playing against your team.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think because obviously I think I don't know whether it was Ahmed, whether it was someone had booked a shot. Kareem grabbed it and had put it up. Now I don't know whether I was bugging or whether I misread the rules, but from what I remember, if the ball does not touch the rim, you can put it back up.
Yeah, it's not clear everything. It's clear what hits the rim.
Yeah, and Angel Kareem, obviously that's when because we were playing each other. It was a close game. That one game was close, and Kareem had gone up. We won. I was celebrating, and he was like, "No basket, no basket, no basket." It hit the rim, and I'm thinking, "No, it didn't." And he was like, "Oh no, but it hit backboard." It's like, "Why are you changing your mind now?" And then he was like, "I won't give you a tip because you don't have a sub." So that was the only time I ever actually got. And as I said, I never got angry at players. I always got angry at referees, especially when things don't go particularly well and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Now that I kind of remember, let me not lie. There was that one time, it wasn't even directly me, but I was playing with Cola. We went to play some school in North. Beat them by 30 or 40, one of those. Finished the game now. Brothers are angry. Shit, anyway, what you mean? why are you man doing it? And then one of my old teammate, James, tall, light-skinned brother, nearly to a fight. So brothers are just going back and forth, just talking crazy. And I was just at the back, obviously, my teammate, I'll back my teammate in it. Even though I wasn't even cool with him like that, it was like both teams just going to each other like, what you man gonna do anyway? Brother started talking about, yeah, we'll catch you after. Don't worry, we know where you guys are from, all that. But get out of here, man. It's just basketball. Just take the L, man.
I have a feeling I know what Jay's gonna say for his angriest moment.
I
knew as soon as I thought about it.
But we're going to take a
knew what
quick
you were
break
gonna say.
now because the meeting's about to end, and then we will be back shortly.